Really, really pleased with our pitching, especially being able to stretch Colby out. He's been waiting to get some innings, and he did a nice job for us. We gave Neff a little bit of work, but bouncing back this weekend, and you know, Colby had made a statement about getting some future innings. They put us in a position to win the game, and we got a few more hits than we have been getting lately.
Questions? Yeah.
Based on what happened last night, was there a little bit more of a sense of urgency to win this game tonight, especially with SEC play beginning here on Friday?
Well, it was for me. I don't know that I should be in that situation necessarily, but you know, we play 56 regular season games. They're all important. You don't get any exhibition games. They all count, whether you're in the league or out of the league, and you want to win as many as you can. And certainly going into our first weekend of conference play, you want to have a little momentum, a little bit of feel-good going in. And last night, I was just talking to one of our administrators. We had a good approach last night. We were prepared. We had the energy. And we weren't good enough. You know, Stallsmith from Furman last night pitched extremely well against us, and we just weren't able to get enough going. And so we took a loss. We bounced back tonight and got a win, and hopefully we'll play well this weekend.
Will we maybe make a statement to get a chance to get a start later on the season?
Absolutely. You know, Colby last year, I thought did a super job for us. Early in the year, as a true freshman pitching into midweek, was making a statement about maybe getting to the weekend at some point, and then he kind of went backwards toward the second half. But he's, I think, more poised now. He was sick a little bit the first week prior to opening up, and that cost him maybe some innings the first weekend. But he pitched well enough tonight to probably get a start early next week.
Some of your guys who haven't been hitting real well, a few of them had some hits tonight, but have they been pressing? Have you gotten a sense of that in the dugout at all?
Well, I think that there's, you know, I use that word myself a lot. You know, guys pressing, trying too hard, overdoing it. They work extra, they take more swings, and it gets frustrating at times. But we met today, we did some statistical analysis for a while this afternoon, and some guys have been getting themselves in bad counts, and it's hard to hit in bad counts, and we actually showed them the counts that they were hitting in, and successful counts and bad counts, and they're starting to try to play the numbers a little bit and give yourself a better chance to get some hits and increase your on-base percentage. So we've got some pretty good players. 4 or 5 of those guys have been quiet offensively, numbers-wise. It's hard to have everybody, you know, be a 300 hitter or better, but we've got some guys that are better than their numbers at 225 and 215. Hopefully they'll continue to climb.
Talk a little bit about the lineup change. It seemed like you moved your 2, 3, 4 hitters up one notch and put Adrian in the cleanup spot.
Just trying to get our best guys more at bats. I actually toyed with leading off Jackie tonight, and he was kind of excited about it, and then I ended up hitting him second. But you want to give those guys as many opportunities as you can. You know, last night the game ended, Jackie was on deck, and you'd like to have gotten him back up there one more time. So that's the reason I did that. Morales really had a tremendous plate approach tonight. I think he had 3 hits and he was on base 5 times. So he'll fight you. He'll give your team a chance to try to get a run home, whether he's hitting 4, 5, or 6 where he's been most of the time. So we got to get a couple more guys going and give us some run scoring opportunities.
Is this something you might be doing moving forward?
Maybe so. It's just according to how some of those guys that are off to slow starts do. But you want to get your best guys more opportunities.
Right.
Another multi-hit game here from Morales. How important is that for him as a senior to continue hitting well, especially with some of these other guys that have been struggling?
It's important. It's important to cover your teammates sometimes when things are not as good, but it's also important that if you're going to have a good year as a team, you got to have your veteran guys be leaders in the clubhouse and between the lines. I mean, that's just what I believe in, and I think it's apparent in most situations. Those guys got to perform for you. They got to lead your club off the field, but they got to perform between the lines, and he's doing a nice job for us.
You said you wanted Neff on the weekend. Have you decided on your rotation at all, or are you still toying with it?
It's probably going to be Roth on Friday. It looks like Neff will get the Saturday start. Sunday to be determined.
Talk about the night that Jake Williams had, maybe a little extra special for him against his old team.
Well, I don't know. I didn't hear him speak about it, but he had a good night. I mean, he's had some good at-bats for us in his opportunities, and I think the last out that he made the ball was hit pretty well also. But he had a good night. He plays hard. He runs the bases hard, and we're glad to have him in there right now.
With Neff and with Colby, was it a little bit of a surprise that you were looking up at the end of 6 innings and had numbers going?
Yes, I was surprised, and more so than anything else. Not to say that my pitchers aren't capable of doing that, but Wofford is hitting about 325 as a team. I know Coach Meyer spent a lot of time today trying to figure out how to pitch some of their guys. They had some offensive numbers on their stat sheet, so they're a good hitting team, and to look up, and they only got 4 or 5 hits on the night. We did a nice job pitching.
Anything else for Coach Tanner? All right, guys.